everyone, welcome back to another video on my thoughts on movies and stuff. Today's video is on Fatherhood, a 2021 Netflix movie starring Kevin Hart. A father brings up his baby girl as a single dad after the unexpected death of his wife a day after their child is born. Bruh, imagine that happens. That's just the worst, dude. Oh, that's intense, man. Feels bad, man. Your God feels bad that. Now the guys are just about ready to get into it, but before we hand it over to them, why don't you go ahead and hit that big red button? Yeah, that's right, subscribe. We're trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers and we're almost halfway there. So we'd really appreciate it if you subscribed and you shared this video with your friends so they can subscribe as well. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified about every time we upload. And if you're really looking to make daddy proud, become a bro by becoming a patron. Bros get early access, behind the scenes content, and all sorts of other perks. So why don't you come on down and let us hold $1. And of course, a major thank you always to our Patreon bro. You can see him on the screen. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. All done subscribing? Great. On with the show. I can't walk off this way. Swipe transition. Fatherhood. Are you crying? No, my eyes are just sweating. I can't believe it. Guy Dude 2 crying. Don't use my full name. I'm sorry. I'm just that surprised. It's just, you know, right from the beginning, they had us in the funeral, and you can see that Matt is like barely holding on, man. He's just barely holding on. Yeah, and everyone was giving him such a hard time. And then that bald guy came out of nowhere, and let me tell you, he was terrifying. Why? Because I thought maybe Matt owed the mob money or something. This guy looked like a psychopath. It's like they got Hammerhead from One Punch Man. Well, it's funny you should say that. It's Anthony Carrigan. He played Zaz in Gotham. Oh, that explains it. I didn't watch Gotham. No, I wasn't a fan. But I liked Victor. He was good in this movie. I really enjoyed his performance, especially after I realized he wasn't going to kill anyone. Fatherhood, Guy 2? Sorry, I got a little distracted. You know, I don't know if I'm looking too closely to this movie, but I noticed something. Well, what did you notice? Did you find yourself judging how Matt would parent Maddie sometimes? Yeah, I mean, there were times where I would find myself saying, that is not how you change a baby. Or I'd be saying something like, maybe he really ought to let his mother-in-law come in and let him help take care of the baby. But then I'd stop myself because I don't know what I'm talking about. Me too. I'd catch myself trying to have an opinion, and then I realized nothing I have to say matters. What do I even have to say? Like, I can't contribute. I ain't nobody's daddy. That's actually quite interesting. Yeah, and that's when I realized Matt is going up against all of these expectations, and everybody just seems to be trying to backseat drive this thing from him. I mean, it's his friends, it's his family, his boss, and now even us as the viewers. That's deep, yo. Here he is, under all this scrutiny, just because he wants to raise his daughter. It's just so sad to think how these good fathers just can't catch a break. Here is a man who is present, who wants to take care of his daughter, and all anyone wants to do is just take her away from him. Of course they meant well, but they didn't even have any faith in him, and that's what bothers me most. Yes, he'll need help. Yes, he'll need a nudge in the right direction, but rather teach him how to fish instead of trying to take his daughter. Exactly. I could not agree more. Guy 2. What did you think of Kevin's performance? It was on point, but why would we expect any less? I wasn't surprised. We've seen him do this before, like when he did on The Upside, when he had to act next to Bryan Cranston. Besides, he's also a father. Why would people believe that he can't pull off a role like this? It's something he already is. I know, right? I wonder why so many people thought that this movie was going to be a comedy. It's almost as if we didn't watch the same trailer. Exactly. It's very much drama first, comedy second. And I don't know why we'd have to doubt Kevin's capabilities. We know that he can pull something like this off. I mean, it's not Oscar-worthy, you know, but It's more than enough to get the tears rolling. Agreed. And he really held his own against a heavyweight like Alfre Woodard. Listen, the movie is far from perfect, and there's a few changes I feel like they could have made, especially because of the story it's based on. There's a few things I feel like they could have added that would have been nice to see, and that they weren't there kind of makes me sad. But this movie had me feeling right from the bottom of my heart. From the start I could sympathize with Matt. And honestly, for me, it's more than enough. Yeah. I totally agree. Really, Guy One? Now you're crying? I'm not crying, you're crying. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Was Fatherhood a touching drama? Or did it fall flatter than a pancake? I was really into it. It was an excellent cast and a beautiful story told in a beautiful way. Also, Melody Hurd and Kevin Hart made for an excellent duo on screen. It's a simple narrative, but it's an important one, especially considering who it speaks for. And currently, I am not a father, let alone a single father, so I don't know how they felt about it. Dads as a collective, I guess. I don't know how they would feel about this movie, but I do hope that it's something that they can relate to and that they can feel really speaks to their truth. As for viewers who aren't parents or guardians, like me, I feel like this movie does a great job getting the viewer to sympathize with the characters. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a critic score of 66%, which I think is actually pretty fair. IMDb gave it a 6.7 out of 10, which is very close to a 7, so not bad at all. I'm going to give it a sturdy 3.8 out of 5. I had a wonderful time. It's a very enjoyable movie, very watchable, and I definitely recommend it as something you watch casually. Maybe don't set aside a day for this. You know, it's something that you watch on the couch with, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend, or, you know, your family. But it's 100% worth it. Also, Lil Rel Howery is hilarious. So, you've got that to look forward to. So just before I do the outro, I'm sure you guys noticed by now that we're not in the same space as usual, and that's because things are going down back here at the Neto crib, but I'm going to keep it confidential in order to protect a certain someone's privacy. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the new set. I have been trying to figure out a new way to film the guys doing their thing, and by fire, by force now, I had to find a new way. And although I'm not entirely happy with how I had to do it this time around, let me know what you guys thought about the new set. But that's all from me, guys. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you absolutely hated this video, give it an even bigger thumbs up. As I said before, subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified about every time we upload. After that, visit our Patreon and let us hold $1. Once again, another big thank you goes to our bro who you can see on screen. Thank you so much for your support. I don't know what the next video is going to be on. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see my thoughts on next. But what we both know is that you can always catch me here every Thursday with another video on my thoughts on stuff. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.